Hello and hello everyone. So whilst I'm here, the last video I explained that I am in the country Egypt, one of the places I've always wanted to go, and it's my birthday this week, and I've been whisked away to Egypt for my birthday because that's where I wanted to go, and it's been the most spectacular, splendid experience. I've seen the pyramids now, and it was just so dramatically beautiful. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, and I absolutely loved it. And we've seen so many other places. We went to Cairo, and we saw the sights all around there. Went to the museums. And we came down to, sorry about the banging, I think they're doing some work over at one of the hotels next door. And we went to the overnight train, and we took that down to Aswan, and then from Aswan we got the Felucca up to Luxor, along, sailing along the Nile. Oh, it was so amazing. It was so good. And then we got the overnight train back from Luxor to Cairo. And in each of the cities, we did expeditions to various temples and to Valley of the Kings, and we had a balloon ride over the Valley of the Kings as well. I am going to be putting a video together of this Egypt excursion. I mean, it's been so intense and so amazing. It'll take me a little time to put all the videos together, but then you'll be seeing them at some point. I can't promise you exactly when, but sometime this year. But anyway, it's been amazing. So I'm here right now, just at the last stretch of our holiday, chilling out in Sharm el Sheikh at a beautiful resort. It's just spectacular views of the ocean, lots of sea life, and the hotel's called Charmeleon. So I'm loving the name as well, because when you're trying to attract and wealth into your life, the universe gives you all these little evidence to show you that, yeah, you got what you want. You're getting it. It's happening, and I'm just feeling so blessed and so thrilled, and which also makes me want to talk a little bit more about believing. People talk about beliefs, but we all have different beliefs, and depending on the beliefs that you've got is what you're going to be experiencing in your life. So if you look around in your life, what you're experiencing, do you feel warmth and joy in your heart? Do you feel alive? Do you feel, like you're glowing from the inside out? And if you're not feeling like that, then something is missing. Your belief system is wired as, needs a little bit tweaking, I should say. And I remember, and there's still elements in my life where I have to deal with certain things, and I just feel like, oh my God, really? But then I have to stop myself in those moments and go, what made me say that? What's going on inside of me to make me come out with that sort of expression? What emotion is happening for me to express myself like that? Because it comes from a belief system. It comes from a belief system like, here we go again, another issue, another stress, another thing to make me feel miserable. So watch your beliefs. You have to watch your beliefs by how you are expressing yourself, how you are speaking to yourself, how you are speaking out to the world, how you are speaking to others, how you are agreeing with others. Because if you're agreeing with someone who's in pain or is in stress or in worry, if you're agreeing with them and go, oh my God, yes, poor you, life is so hard, I feel so bad, and it's okay you can feel bad for someone. But just remember that in feeling bad, you're engaging in the negativity of what's happening. And yes, we want to be empathetic, but the best and most powerful way to really support someone that's going through a hard time, including yourself, is to see them in the best way, best light possible. So instead of saying, oh, this thing is happening, and looking at the thing that's happening and seeing it for the stress and the worry and the strain that it's making you feel, how you think it's making you feel, then see it as, oh, wow, look at this amazing problem that I get to solve to take me to where I really want to get to. And now with that sort of energy and outlook on something, then what you get is the energy of the solution. Because, is it Albert Einstein that said you can't solve a problem from the same thinking of the problem? You have to have a different thinking for a solution, because a problem and a solution are two different vibrations, two different thinking, two different outcomes, right? So you need a different frequency in order to get something different. So thinking about the problem, I talked about this last time, but I'm talking about it in a different way, because this is about the belief system. So if your belief system is problem oriented, then you're going to get more of those, more of that. So whereas if your belief system is life is so good, life is so beautiful, I always get what I want. Look at the environment that you're in, and it will tell you. Some people, I'm on holiday right now, I'm having the time of my life. But there are people who escape their life. They try to escape their life to go on holiday in order to have the time of their life. But then you have to take yourself with you. So if you are a miserable person at home, going on holiday away, yes, it may give you that temporary reprise. But when you go home, the energy is going to be exactly the same. You might be fine for a week or so, but then slowly you start going back into the mentality that you had, and you're like, you can't wait for the next holiday. Or you even leave your holiday going, I don't want to go back to work, I don't want to do this, I don't want. So you're almost like resisting the thing that you don't want, which basically draws it to you. So you get more of that energy. So if you can live, and you can, but when you learn to live a life where your problems are your solutions, when you can see them as solutions, then there are no problems, right? Because then you are looking at them in a positive way. And then when you look at everything in a positive way, only positive things can happen, because that's what you will attract. So your belief system needs to be wired so that every time you open your mouth, something good happens. Even if you see something negative happening in front of you, you can recognize that that's a reflection of something inside of me. So if I have a little bit of angst about it, then you can look inside and go, okay, why do I feel angst about that? There's something in it that's reflected in me that I don't like, or that I want from that situation, which is why I feel angst, because I am not in alignment with it. And if it's something that you don't want, then you shouldn't be focusing on it. You should be turning the other cheek and walking in the opposite direction. Okay? So you have the power. You have the power. I have the power. We all have the power. And nobody's more powerful than anybody. We all have the power. It's just how we're using our mind. So the richest man in Babylon or wherever has the same power that you have. Jesus himself even say, greater things can you do that I have done. Okay? Jesus Christ himself said that, because we're no different. We are all flowing with God force if we're letting it in. And that God force is totally unlimited. Everything is fed, is nurtured, is loved from it. It's pure, unconditional love. And once we start letting that inside ourselves, inside our life, inside our being, inside of our way of thinking, then we will see more of that. And that is a life that this is what I teach every day. Okay, but I go into the details. I pick up on the detailed things that you wouldn't probably see and notice that you're doing, because it's not easy to change a belief system. It's wired, it's deeply wired into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious programs are 95% of your mind. 95, it's powerful, it's full and packed, and it just governs your life. You just walk on automatic on it. You get up in the morning, you brush your teeth the same way, you drive your car the same way, you put on your clothes the same way. You know, if somebody tied one of your arms behind your back, say for example your dominant arm, to do the things that you would do on a normal basis, it would take a lot more effort to do that, because your programming is to use this dominant side to get everything done with efficiency. So it's the same thing. Your thinking is wired in a certain way. So when you see something happening, you automatically throw this thought and this processing of thinking into it and make assumptions. How many times you make assumptions during the day? You see two people walking and talking, and maybe they're raising their voice and you're thinking they're having an argument. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just really passionate about something. Maybe they're Italians, you know, because Italians is their voice. In certain countries, they raise their voice when they're passionately speaking about something. You know, how many times we judge people or judge situations and not know the outcome, and then realize that, oh my God, you totally misunderstood. You totally got it wrong, you know? And that's because your programming is like that. We were wired like that. And a lot of it is society that's wired us like that, and still wires us today. You know, you look at what the thing you're watching on TV, and, you know, watching on the news, and it's wiring. These are programs inside your mind for you to be focused on those things, so you can never really truly grow into the being that you're supposed to, the being that knows exactly what you want, full of power and potential, that can do the things that you truly want and you're actually here on the earth to do. You're being distracted from all of that by social media because you don't have the discipline and the power. You're not using your power to say, no, actually, no, I'm going to go meditate this morning, and I'm not going to get up until I feel that unconditional love soaring through me, so that my passion, my purpose, I'm just steered into them, because that's what you're here for. My opinion, but I feel that's what we're all looking for. We're all looking for happiness. We're all looking for joy. We all want to be wired to feel joy every day we get up. Don't you? Don't you? If you don't, I would like you to share that in the comments with me. For anyone who just want to feel miserable all the time. Sometimes, you know, people are addicted to these feelings, and this is why they get up and they cause issues. You know, they cause issues, they stir up arguments because they're addicted to the feelings of these things. But if we take away those limitations and really get to the core of every human being, take away all the patterns of thinking that we have been bombarded with from a child or from within the womb, whatever happened, whatever traumatic experience that we've had, generational thing that your parents have put inside of you, that's inside of yourself. If we get to the bottom of those and pull them all up, we find that all we're left with is pure freedom, pure love, pure joy, pure gratitude, pure just the passion of wanting to experience life to the fullest. That's what we want, which is why we argue and we wince about things, you know, we things that are niggly, like going to work, to the job that we don't want to do, the people that really irritate us, which is why we push back with them, because there's something inside of us that needs realigning, that needs ripping out and putting some good stuff in, so that we can go back to where we're actually meant to be. You look at a child and you see a child is born. They're born into, when they come into the world, you know, if they haven't been experiencing any stresses whilst they're in the womb, then they come into the world, they're happy. But then we tell them to get their head out the clouds, and they got to do this, and don't go over there and be scared of strangers and scared of the world and be scared of everything. And of course, they grow up feeling all this fear. This fear of actually speaking up for themselves. You know, they don't have a voice because we've taught them how to do all that. And this is how we have been taught. So if you can relate, not everyone, but most people have some sort of limitations. Okay, so whatever your limitation is, you know what that is. You know what it is that you find fear in doing. You know, you're scared to go out into the ocean to swim. You're scared to, some people are afraid of sand. Some people are afraid of butterflies. But some people are afraid of some ridiculous things. But to them, it's real. But it sounds ridiculous to somebody else who just loves those things. Okay? But again, these are programs in our subconscious mind that have been embedded there based on a traumatic experience. that we've had, and they can be removed. You don't have to live your life like that, and you shouldn't live your life like that, because life is meant for really experiencing. You don't want to be on a deathbed when you're in your 90s or in 100 and something and going, oh, I spent the whole of my life being fearful, not doing anything, not climbing this mountain I wanted to climb, not speaking up in front of these people I wanted to speak up in front of, not sharing my ideas and my dreams and my aspirations with the world. You don't want to be like that. You want to create new beliefs, okay? And don't let anybody tell you that you can't create new beliefs. You can. You created the beliefs that you've got, you can wipe those out and start again. Everybody can change, and it doesn't matter how old you are or how young you are. Everybody has the ability to change. And if you can find the right person to help you along the journey, then you're going to get there. And I've got a beautiful coaching program, 10 weeks. It's called Grow to Glow Ascension Pathway, because we're all on this pathway of growth, of enlightenment. Some of us are spinning around on the same spot for a long period of time, and it's time to move forward. And this is what this is about. It's about learning. It's about really learning how to take life into your own hands, so you can live free, you can be free, you can start earning the money that you want to have. You know, you don't have to work hard for money. You don't have to work hard for anything. You just have to know how to align your thinking, align your being, your heart to the very thing that you want. And once you learn that, that's the hardest thing you've ever had to do, is teaching this mind how to think better. That's the hardest thing you'll ever have to do in your life. And once you got this in alignment, working with you, working for you, then everything is just breezy, easy, okay? And that is 100% speaking from experience, okay? And I will share all of that with you, all my experiences with you when you are in the program, so you can understand how things work. A lot of it is going to be hands-on. It's going to be practicing, and to get you to where you truly deserve to be. Nobody deserves a life of stress and worry all the time. It's important to go through all of that, but you have to take the lessons from it and to move on. But if you're still wallowing in it and living it every day, then, and living in that grind, that hustle, that's not what life is about. No, absolutely not. So you hear your parents say it, so you hear your friends say it, so you hear they say it on the TV. Things are hard, things are getting harder, life is hard, everything's expensive, everything da. That's a belief system. You can change that belief system, and when you change that belief system, you experience something completely different. So whatever you're experiencing right now is the belief system that you've got. But when we change that to something more positive and more pure, more open, more free, we all want freedom. Let's go get it. Okay? So join me for an ignition call so we can talk more about this Grow to Glow coaching package that I've put together. It's very intense, very in-depth, and it's individualized. So whatever is going on with your life, we're focusing on that. It's one-to-one. It's me and you dealing with whatever the nitty-gritties are going on in your life, and teaching you the science of breaking through all of those stressful moments, all of those stressful times, all of these stressful beliefs, all these limitations, and getting rid of them. We also offer an RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy session within the coaching program. So that's included, so that basically takes care of the limitations. And then once that's been taken care of, then we're working by putting the good stuff in and repeatedly putting things in and reprogramming the whole of your being in order for you to live the life that you want to live. Do you want to feel freedom? Do you want to feel bliss? Do you want to glow with so much light and love in your life? Just get up every morning just feeling good and knowing what to do when the hard knocks hit, when something comes that's like, okay, that is not in alignment with my being. What do you do then? You don't turn around and go, oh my God, that thing. You look at the thing and you embrace it. You say, okay, what are you here for? Why are you here? Teach me, show me what you need to teach me. And when you start looking at things like that in a really open way and in a really welcoming way, problems disappear. Problems never appear. They're never problems, because they're just growth opportunities to give you the best version of yourselves. bring you to the best version of yourself that you want, that you deserve, and that you are wanting. Because we all want to be free. We all want to experience a beautiful, vibrant, carefree, fully lived life. So if you're interested, then the information is here. Book an ignition call with me so we can have a chat for an hour. So, and why an hour? So you can experience a little bit of coaching, and also for me to actually get into a little bit about you and what it is that you want, and also for you to experience me to make sure that we're a good fit for going through this program together. So the program involves a lot of information. I can't give it to you all here, but if you book an ignition call, we can have a little chat. Yeah, it's a lovely little chat, and so you can pour out whatever it is that you would like to achieve in your life, and we take it from there. So if you haven't already subscribed either, please subscribe to my channel. This is where I give you little insights, a bit like today, on how to think better, how to become better stewards of life. And also I release a video every Sunday or Monday around that time, and yeah, just to give you some information. Sometimes the information is answering a question coming from a client or one of my followers, or someone who's just commented in the comment section with a question. So if you got any question, please comment below so that I can address them for you. And also, please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I love it when you're interactive with me, and I love it that you're here, and I really appreciate you, and I want to send you lots of love and hugs. I know that I'm here. If you've got a question, ask. I am very, this is my thing. This is what I do. This is my passion. I love to help, and I am on the journey with you, okay? So sometimes we're far further along the journey than each other, but the part that I have gone through is the parts that I'm teaching. And also, as I learn something new, I teach it. Okay, I share it. I like to share. I think that's what we're here for. We're here to grow in our own realms, in our own experiences, and we're meant to share with one another to make the journey easy for each other. So this is why I'm here. This is why I am a rapid transformational therapist, hypnotherapist, and a transformational life coach. And I am giving it to you completely real, straightforward. There's no fluffs, there's no BS. It's just giving it to you as I have learned it over the years from all of my coaches and my therapists and all my mentors. And I've had quite a few mentors and coaches, and some of them the best in the world, such as Marissa Peer, who has just been brilliant in teaching me a lot about limiting beliefs. Tony Robbins, who's just teaching me about, taught me so much about personal power. I've completed the entire Tony Robbins University. And so in terms of personal power and taking action and really transforming your life, I've got all of that in the coaching program as well as many others, which you'll learn about when you book with me. So until next time, sending you lots of love from Sharm el-Sheikh, loving on you all the time, every day. So till next time, keep smiling, sending you love. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.
Are you ready to stand up and fight the right revolution?